Alright guys, today we're doing something a little different. Um, so I got thinking while I was at work. Um, I said either yesterday or day before or something in one of the most recent videos that I'm not going to be starting another game. I don't want another series running, so forth. Um, but that well, let's just say that I've been watching a few other content creators, and I really wish I had the time to be able to devote to doing videos on other games as well, but I don't. So, what I'm thinking I will probably end up doing is I'm going to go through on an official server, um, and I'm going to do a complete Ironman challenge. Now, I mentioned a couple of videos ago that Old Bitty Gaming was basically doing an Iron Man setup, and she did correct me in one of her videos. Um, I wasn't necessarily saying she was doing an Iron Man video or series. I was saying she was essentially doing Iron Man, but she did explain what the difference was. And if you didn't get a chance to watch her video, um, I'll go ahead and explain that right now. Basically, she's going through with no skill bonuses or action timer bonuses or anything like that. She's starting off with essentially starter gear, um, with a little bit of help initially from her GM character. That basically qualifies her for not doing a traditional Iron Man setup. Why I said she was basically doing an Iron Man setup was because she has nothing modified. She's not doing anything beyond what you would normally do on a regular official server. Now she may have some settings for her personal server that are slightly different. I believe she said she turned the uh, cave wall setting down to 21 or 27, something like that. And normally it's to break through a rock wall. It's right around 50, 55, somewhere in there on an official server. So there are a few things that are slightly different. But for the most part, she is going through this challenge that she created for herself, um, basically without any help, without any additional bonuses, no skill gains, no. I mean, she's still getting skill gain, but it's on a one-time setup, just like the official servers, instead of like I was doing over on Mythmore Prime at a 7.5 times skill gain. What that means is Mythmore Prime has their skill gain bonus set up to be 7.5 times the speed of the official servers. They also have action timers set to 3 times, I believe. And if I'm incorrect, please feel free to correct me. Leave a comment down below. But that's what I seem to recall Mythmore Prime being set up. So what I'm going to do different, I am not giving up on my series over on Mythmore Prime. I'm going to keep that character. I'm going to keep moving um, and developing the deed that I'm working on. What I'm doing here is not only am I going to show you the official tutorial, uh, so essentially starting from scratch. But this is on on one of the official servers. This is the starter area. We'll take a look around here in just a minute. Let me grab a swig of coffee. But I'm going to go through the tutorial, and then I am. You can't delete a character, but you can stop playing the character and create another one. I have not gone through any character creation yet. I literally just logged in. So this is exactly what you would see if you created a new character, started the game up. Essentially, all I've done is named the character on the login screen, which is why it says test tube. Because, yeah, I'm not keeping this character. On Sundays, my plan is to give Mythmore Prime, or give that account a slight break. I don't do any videos on Saturdays, and if I do, it's late at night, and they typically won't get posted until Sunday anyway. Um, Sundays that I have free and available, instead of starting a new game and um, trying to create a whole new series or whatnot, I am going to create a new series, but it's still going to stay with Wurm. The difference is this will be a full-on Ironman challenge, um, on one of the official servers, and that means that I have no control as a GM, so I can't essentially cheat in any way. Um, I can't modify the land. I can't set up a deed ahead of time. I can't log my GM in and throw down a stack of 100 quality logs or whatever. I can't do any of that stuff. What I'm going to do, I will explain again here in a little bit, but basically I'm going to go through this tutorial area with this character, delete or stop the character, and then come back with a brand new character. We are not going to do the tutorial. I'm going to delete or drop or remove all of my gear. So I will literally be starting without newbie gear, without any bonuses or buffs that come from the tutorial, without any skill gains from the tutorial. I am going to skip as much of the tutorial as I possibly can, and we're going to go find a deed or find a piece of property that I can deed out, um, and start from scratch with stone tools. But in order to get the stone tools, we've got to forage for the stuff to make them. That's where this character is going to start. So today's episode is not going to be Wurm Unlimited right off the bat. Today is going to be Wurm Online as a brand new character, going through the tutorial to show those that aren't familiar with Wurm what the tutorial looks like. Then we're going to kill this character, basically. I'm just going to not play it anymore. And I'm going to bring in the brand new character, which we will name properly. And we're going to skip everything and go straight into the flat out Ironman challenge. So, without further ado, let's get started here. So, um, intro basics, game mechanics, yada yada. Continue. First and third person view available. See, that's different than Worm Unlimited. Unless you have a mod, you don't get third person. So press V, and this. Oh, it started me out as a female. Okay. You can alter by using the mirror in your inventory. Well, let's open the inventory. So we're going to change this. What mirror? I'm not seeing a mirror. Interesting. Yes, yes, yes. Now. Okay, well, I need to get rid of. Oh, there's the brightly glowing golden mirror. Okay. Using the shiny golden mirror, you can change your gender and appearance. So, oh, here we go. Use. All right, we're going to switch this to male. Yes. Don't worry, that's not something you really got to worry about too much. So I will go ahead and do the customization with the other character prior to. Um, sure, why not? Once random, that's what we're going to get. Prior to destroying the mirror and all that stuff. So this is now the character. Okay. All right. Silly little dude. Let's, oh, let's get rid of that. Okay. Continue. Movement speed depends on many things, including stamina, weight load, armor, and wound status. There is no sprint mode. You always move as fast as you can. To walk up high slopes, you must toggle climb mode first by pressing Z or using the quick bar button. This is your quick bar down here. If I hit Z, see it? It goes golden. If I hit it again, it goes off. So we're going to come up here. We're going to climb. Climbing is much slower. And remember to deactivate once you get to the top. Sit. Well, okay. Let's try it this way. Uh, Disembark. It's on. It's off. Why is it not going away? Okay, it's on. We're going to go up the hill. Good gravy. And we're far enough away. There we go. Now we can turn it off. Okay. Proceed further in the tutorial. Well, proceeding further brings us to here. Double click your shovel in your inventory to activate it. Right click the ground to dig. Alright, well, let's find the shovel right here. Oops. Let's go here. Dig. Okay, now we can finish that one. It's just telling us about terraforming. We're going to go ahead and drop this dirt again. We don't want to be carrying it. Proceed further to continue the tutorial. So kill the inventory. We got to go this way. Yes, we have to go this way. So far, there is nothing that I can, or that I have to worry about bypassing. I can literally just dump the gear, other than the mirror. Hatchet. Continue. Right click the tree. Okay, so we actually needed to be back here. Hmm, interesting. Okay. It's going to let me dig with a hatchet. How strange. Okay, it's chopped down. Proceed further. Good. Now we can proceed further. All this is fairly nonsensical. It's just for people that have never seen a video or played the game. It's nice to actually have a quick tutorial. Okay, Iron Vein and use the mine option. So it just kind of gets you through all of this. But if you've watched any of my other videos for Wurm Unlimited, you'll see how long it takes for one mining action and how far down my health bar went. Or, I'm sorry, my stamina bar. Proceed further. Okay, there's the ore, so we don't need to worry about it. So this is, that's a copper vein. That's marble. That's obviously iron. Um, that's iron. Kind of odd they'd have two of them. Let's see, do they have anything back here? Nope, so that's all they show you in the official tutorial. Proceed further. And of course, this is the combat window, or the combat area. See how you your equipment. Equip your armor and a weapon. Okay, so we take this and all the way down to here, and we equip this stuff. Poof. Equip the sword. Equip the shield. We can equip the tool belt, and we can equip the backpack. Yeah, and that's it. Okay, so close that, close the inventory. Target option on an aggressive creature to start fighting with it for your safety. We won't show you this part in this tutorial, but always be careful of dangerous creatures in the wild. If you don't know how strong a creature is, try to avoid aggravating it. To defeat most creatures, you will need to train your combat skills first. That's kind of a no-brainer, but that's all right. So we need to go this way. All right, the journal. Finishing tasks from the journal will help you learn more about Wurm and improve your skills. Enjoy your Wurm adventure, and remember, don't be afraid to ask for help. This is a very complex game, but the community will be happy to help you. Make sure you use Wurmpedia to aid you in your adventure. Pressing continue will end the tutorial. Fairly simple, fairly straightforward. There's not a single thing in here that I absolutely need to do. Poof, done. So, it looks like Yeah, I don't think I can actually get here without completing the tutorial. So let's check our skills. Nothing, 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 nothing. Um, yeah, see, there's the climbing. Didn't even budge. Um, Nothing. Okay, so let's see. We've got swords, axes. So the hatchet might have gone up. Nope. Wood cutting did not go up. Mining did not go up. Digging did not go up. Like, not even a fragment. Okay? So at this point, I'm fairly well certain that I can create a new character and go through the quick tutorial, not have any skill gain. If I do have skill gain, it's going to be so minuscule it's not even worth mentioning. But we'll get to this point. I will show you that same window, the same skill window, so that you can see exactly where I start off at. Then we'll come in here and we'll go just like this. Um, yeah, we're going to have to drop on the ground. Yes, I understand. Okay. Oh, it's not going to let me drop that on the ground, huh? Okay, well, let's open this up. And we can move this in here. Not allowed to drop the wave red. Examine. Has a good nutritional value, huh? Well, if I can drop it, I will. But it looks like I'm not going to be able to do a doggone thing about it. Yeah, it's not allowing me to drop it in any way. So we may be stuck with the wave red and the tent. But as you see, I got rid of the compass. Um, and then what we'll do, instead of equipping this stuff, um, we will actually we have to equip it just to be able to get through that tutorial, but then we'll pull it all off. I'm not going to use the tool belt, I'm not going to use the backpack, nothing. There's a glove, the shield, the arms, come on, their helmet, the backpack, come on. So all of this stuff I will have to make, all of it. But we're not keeping this character anyway. So this one to this one. Oh, I wonder if we can just drop it. Yep. So that you can see. Yep. No armor, no equipment, nothing, no weapon. All I have is this silly wave red and the tent. So once we get to the new server with the new character, I will drop the tent. Um, Actually, I'll be forced to place the tent. and then hopefully it'll decay or what have you. And then the wave red, I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to, how I'm going to get rid of that, but we may be stuck with those two. So interface is slightly different. Cooking recipes, timers, achievements, world map, Wurmpedia console. Okay, hotkeys. Yes, this is essentially the same thing that I was dealing with before. On the outside, there's the silver store, the premium store, different achievements, inventory, skills, character, select bar, journal, crafting, redeem a key. Open that journal back up. Let's see, first steps. Okay, so first steps we will get into with the new character. That is effectively how we're going to start off. So I'm not going to get too in depth with it now, but like the pick flowers, it says use a sickle to pick flowers from a grass tile with flowers growing on it. We obviously don't have a sickle, so um, find a waystone and find a route to another place. Um, Forage or botanize for seeds to plant on a dirt tile. Kill a creature. Target and attack a creature until it's dead. Ride a cow. Activate a rope to lead a cow before riding it. Now, keep in mind, it may be a while before I have a rope. Um, I believe we start off with one, but yeah, I'm going to toss it. So I'm going to need to make rope, but that means I need a rope making tool or a rope tool, and I'm going to need wemp fibers. Um, so there's quite a bit that's going to go into this. Improve a metal tool to 15 quality level. That one's really going to be a while. But we'll keep track of these and see how we're doing with the other character. So bear with me here for just a minute. I'm going to switch this back out. Um, that way it doesn't glitch out on everybody. Close that. And I'm right now I'm restarting Wurm Online. We're not going to be using test tube. I don't know if anyone's using that name or not, so let's find out. Oh, I can't use that name, so we're going to try again. Give me just a few minutes, and we'll get back into it. And it looks like it's going to allow that character. Okay. There you go. Alright, so you guys remember what the tutorial was like. Hit Z, climb the hill. Kill Z. Yes. Inventory, we want the shovel. Oh, right there. Continue. Dig one. Ha! Okay, let's try here. There we go. Okay, this time it did not throw it on our inventory, but we're going to take it and then drop it back down. Just so it doesn't make the ground all wonky. Okay, continue. And we're going to need the hatchet. Continue. Doesn't matter which tree. There we go. We don't need to worry about picking it up. And we're going to need... Oh, there's the pickaxe. Remember, that's next. And we're going to mine one thing of iron. Okay. Need to proceed further. We'll open up our character window. Equip your armor and weapons to continue. Okay, so we're going to grab the sword. Oh, let's move this. Oh, maybe not. Can we move? Okay, there we go. And we're going to grab the jacket. It's going to force us to equip everything, I bet. Yep. Okay. I'll throw those on. Poof. Okay. Continue. Alright, so we're going to bring all this back over before we even go anywhere. And I'll show you why. Not going to take the tool belt. Oh, I already took it off. Okay. The cap. That sleeve. Shield. That boot. Oh, come on. That should be everything. Looks like it. Okay. Drop on ground. Yes, yes, yes. I understand. We're going to use the mirror. Mail. Yes. Sure, that works. Done. Now we don't have the mirror either. Okay, we're going to continue. Proceed further. And you can see all of the stuff is right there. I'll show you. Open this up. Okay. All of that gear. There's the rope right there. The tool belt. There's the compass. So all of that is staying here. We're going to open the journal. Finish tasks. Got it. Poof. We still have nothing. And we're going to go straight over here to the portal. Let's see. There we go. And rumor has it, based on the fact that I watched a video earlier, Melody is a smaller area, but there's a whole lot less people. So we're going to go there. Sure. Freedom Miles. Wish to enter this portal? Yes. I said yes. Poof. Wait while everything renders in. We're going to close the journal. Okay, I have no idea where we are or what's going on. Here's Melody. This is Overture, so that's where we start off at. Hmm. Okay, so don't know, but I'm thinking that scour around and see what we can find, but if I can cross this area here, I think I can, then we might have a shot at some of this other area down here. Um, yeah, that might be a good shot to start with. Okay, so kill the map. We have no compass, so we have no idea where we're going. We need to head to the water, wherever the water's at. I think it was that way, but I don't know. Everything filled in so quick. Oh, here's the water right here. Ooh, a lot of boats. Does that look like it does on the map? Yeah, kinda. Kinda. Okay. So what we're gonna need to do is make sure we stay on the ridge line there, and we'll follow this, not the boat, not this thing, We want to follow the pathway around that way and see if we can get kind of over there. But that is it for this video. Join me possibly Sunday, um, and we will. Oh, yeah, that's right. See, this is probably deeded, so let's do away with the tent real quick, if we can. Oh, there's a pretty good sized statue back there. Yeah, so we're going to want to go that direction. Um, will it let me place the tent? Nope. Currently inside the settlement. And I don't know how far out the settlement extends. We need to head over this way anyway. Oh, there's a mine. Let's see if it'll let me put it here. Because we want to do complete Ironman, so no. Okay, well, we will find a place to be able to drop this tent somewhat nearby in the next video, and we will start with the Ironman saga and with our crude tools. So we'll need a crude axe and crude shovel and a crude pickaxe and a crude knife. Obviously, starting with a crude knife, um, because the crude knife can be used kind of to defend yourself as well, but you need it in order to make shafts and such to be able to make the rest of the tools. So, all right. Well, I appreciate you guys watching, and I will probably still be doing a Wurm Unlimited video tonight. Um, but for now, that will be it. So, hopefully you enjoyed, and if you uh, want to see more, check out my other series. Check out uh, I've got a full series going on um, the Mythmore Prime server. Um, hang on, I'm trying to fix something real quick. There we go. And this will be that's on Wurm Unlimited. This is uh, going to be the Ironman challenge on Wurm Online, probably starting Monday. For now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.